In this video, I will be talking about the UK Data Service deposit of data from the Millennium Cohort Study. For this deposit, the cohort members' education records up to the age of 16 have been linked to their survey data by the Department for Education. Datasets are available from the UK Data Services Secure Lab under study number 8481. This study supersedes the Key Stage 1 and Key Stage 2 studies previously held at the UK Data Service under study numbers 6862 and 7712 respectively. This video will cover cohort participants' consent to data linkage, the criteria used in the request to link education data, and a summary of the content of the datasets deposited. The datasets available are considered controlled data and secure access conditions are therefore required. More information on how to gain access to the deposited datasets in the Secure Lab, which is hosted on the UK Data Service website, is provided at the end of this video. The material in this presentation is intended to accompany the user guide, Millennium Cohort Study, a guide to the linked education administrative datasets. It can be downloaded from the UK Data Service website as shown by the link. The user guide is downloadable independently of the data access and covers in more detail the information included in this video. In addition, the UK Data Service also makes available data dictionaries for datasets under secure access. These are also downloadable from the same location as the user guide. The user guide provides a list of variables belonging to each dataset. This list includes a description of the variable as documented in the Department for Education data tables. The tables can be downloaded from the government website as shown by the link. In addition, the UK Data Service also makes available data dictionaries for datasets under secure access. These are downloadable from the same location as the user guide. For cohort members who participated in the fourth age 7 sweep, the child's parent was asked for consent to link the child's education records to their MCS survey data. Consent was sought to collect information from routine records on education from the start of their compulsory education up until the end of their compulsory education at age 16. In this data deposit, education records were requested for cohort members living in England only. This information is held by the Department for Education. Data was requested for consenting participants who were resident in England during any of the age 5, 7 or 11 sweeps, that is when the participants were of primary school age. Out of a total of 9,047 eligible cohort members, that is those who were living in England in any one of these waves, 8,438 consenting MCS participants were successfully matched out of a possible 8,489, corresponding to a linkage rate of over 99%. I'm now going to talk about the datasets, starting with the National Pupil Database. The linked NPD datasets include pupil-level data for school census data, attainment data at key stages 1, 2 and 4, and information relating to pupil absences. The school census datasets contain data on pupils attending maintained schools from first year nursery N1 to year 11. The Key Stage 1 attainment dataset contains information on the assessment of learners by the end of year 2 of schooling. There are two datasets containing Key Stage 2 attainment data. The first is referred to as an exams dataset, and the other is referred to as a pupil dataset. Both contain information on the assessment of learners by the end of year 6 of schooling. For the exams dataset, 1 line per qualification achieved is given. Variables include test marks and level achieved for all qualifications taken within a given year. For the pupil dataset, examples of summary achievement data include whether the pupil is at the end of Key Stage 2, whether the pupil is included in national averages, and whether they achieved Level 5 in Key Stage 2 English. Similarly, there is an exams and pupil dataset containing Key Stage 4 attainment data. Qualifications include GCSEs, also known as SATs. Both contain information on the assessment of learners by the end of Year 11 of schooling. Examples of variables in the exams dataset include qualification accreditation number, the final grade of qualification, and the point score for qualification. In the pupil dataset, variables include whether the pupil achieved 5 A-star to C GCSEs, the pupil's attainment 8 score, and the total GCSE and equivalence new style point score. Finally, for the MPD, there are datasets which include information on pupil absences, such as the number of authorised or unauthorised sessions absent in a given term. This information has been derived from the termly school census. Absence data is available for years 1 to 11. Additionally, MCS cohort data has been matched with the school's database to provide information at school level relating to school characteristics and school changes. The school characteristics datasets include key variables at school level. Examples include whether the school is single-sex or mixed, the school type, the phase of education, the youngest age of entry, and the percentage of pupils eligible for free school meals. There are 12 variables in total. The school change datasets provide details of schools which have changed their unique reference number, URN, between consecutive years. A school's URN can change for several reasons, for example due to a school merger, a split, opening, closure, or change in school status, for example from a foundation school to an academy. This information can be important for researchers to know, so we have created a specific variable that identifies the reason for a URN change. Both sets of data are available from first year nursery, N1, to year 11. Work on school changes across years was carried out by researchers at CLS, and further details can be found in Appendix A of the user guide. A total of 59 datasets are available, including 2 lookup files called mapping codes and qual codes. Mapping codes contain the description of the Key Stage 4 mapping codes held in the Key Stage 4 exams table. Qual codes contain the description of the Key Stage 4 qualification codes held in the Key Stage 4 exams dataset. Individual MCS cohort members are identified by the variables MCS ID and CNUM. MCS ID is the anonymised family or household identifier, and CNUM is the number of the cohort member within a family. Some families may have more than one cohort member, that is, they may be twins or triplets in the family, in which case CNUM would be 2 or 3. All datasets are structured on cohort member level and should be merged on MCS ID and CNUM. Individual schools and local authorities are identified by the anonymised variables URN anon and LEA anon respectively, where URN denotes the unique reference number of the school and LEA denotes the local education authority of the school. It is recommended that all datasets be used in conjunction with the accompanying user guide and any appropriate MPD guidance. Due to the sensitivity of data in study number 8481, this dataset is only accessible under secure access conditions through the UK Data Service Secure Lab. In order to have access to the data and as part of the application process, you must be based in a UK organisation. You must be an accredited researcher. Your user agreement must be authorised and signed by someone who can take legal responsibility on behalf of your institution. Your application must be approved by the data owner. In addition, you must have attended and passed a Safe Researcher training course, and you must be able to access the data from a suitable safe environment that meets the UK Data Services security requirements. For more information on how to apply for access, please visit the link provided. The UK Data Service can be contacted via the Accessing Data web form or by email or telephone.